guys, we've made it to London. We have checked into our apartment. We're staying in like a catered apartment vibe. It's called Wild Apart Hotel, and it is that kind of like great mix between the two. So I'll give you a little tour around, but we've got a 1-bedroomed apartment with like a kitchen, all of the facilities that we kind of need, which makes it so much easier for us at the moment. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure if we're going to be able to go back to just a single hotel room for a little while. And also I really like the security at the moment of being able to have like a lobby and like we can get some food here. There's drinks. I think there's like a little pantry area that they call it downstairs. We're staying in the Paddington one just because the location suits us, but they have them like all over London. This we find a little bit more easy than an Airbnb just because we do have those people kind of on reception if we need it. We're here for a real mix of things. So number one, work outside of this work that I do joint with Ollie. So we're here for a trade show, and I'm sure I'll talk more about that in the future. We've got a few other days with that, and then we've also got quite an intense, it's 6 days that we're here planned because Ollie is also getting laser eye surgery, and so 4 of the 6 days he's also popping in for appointments, and then he's having the actual, I don't think they call it an operation, procedure probably, on the Tuesday, and then we go back the next day. So it's not all just like fun, nice time, unfortunately, but I'm really hoping to do a few nice things. There's an exhibition that I've seen called Frameless that I think Teddy might enjoy. I know he's at that age where we can just do whatever we want, but that will be quite cool. It's like a really immersive kind of, I like love that kind of thing where you can get like really transported into the artwork. I don't think we'll get too much done other than that. I'm really hoping that I get to do a little bit of shopping, and tonight we're just unpacking and getting organized. I very cleverly planned for our HelloFresh to arrive here to the apartment this week, which I absolutely love because keeping a routine, honestly I was gonna say for Teddy it's really important, but I thrive on a routine. I really need the consistency, and sometimes eating out is really difficult, and this trip isn't just fun, it's work, so you want to kind of like stay with your old routine too. And it means that I can cook our dinner whilst Ollie also does bath time, and we can keep on all of that schedule as well. And that is one great thing about HelloFresh, who are kindly sponsoring this section of today's video, is that it is completely flexible. So if you need to skip a week because you are away abroad, or you want it into a different address, maybe you're staying with friends and you want to be able to do the food but you don't actually want to go shopping. Fun little fact about me at the moment is that I haven't actually been in a supermarket to do a proper shop since having Teddy, which I know sounds awful, but I just pop in for like some fresh fruit or whatever I may need. We get our HelloFresh box delivered and it just cuts that out and I don't have to worry about it. So it's a little home from home. I'm gonna get the box unpacked. We've got 3 meals this week. We've got every ingredient that we need to cook them. They come in these bags and also in a fresh bag for things that you need to pop in the fridge, which I've just popped in there. This week we have sweet and sticky Korean style chicken stir fry, which I think I'm gonna do tonight. And then Spanish style chorizo rice, which is one of their classics. And then we also have an easy pulled beef ragu with fresh tagliatelle. This is one of their 3 steps, and they are so brilliant for when you're away, because if you see on the back, it shows you how you cook, your little ingredients and instructions, and this one is exactly as they say. 3 steps, prep time 5 minutes, cook time 10 to 15 minutes, but I'm going to ease myself in with a 20-minute one tonight. To make it super simple, this card is number 24, which correlates with this bag, which has all of these ingredients in. I'm gonna get cooking, but if you're like me, you need that consistency, routine in your life. If you're back to school, back to work at the moment, and you just want something to make it that little bit more effortless, then I have a code, which is Back with Laura, which gets you 60% off your first box and 20% off your next 2 months, and also free dessert for life, which is probably my favorite part. And you can also get that with the QR code, which I will put up on screen, but all the other information will be left down below too. We got Teddy a helmet. I know it's ridiculous, but he's climbing over everything. And the box is doubling. It's a great toy. Like home from home with baby noises in the background included.
I'm in my pyjamas, we've quickly got ready for bed, but I am gonna have a little go at figuring this one out, which is a new camera that I picked up. I wanted to show you the size and just let you know, because I'm hoping the rest of this footage isn't going to be a write-off, but I've heard good reviews about this, so I'm hoping it enables me to do some filming out and about with something very, very small. It's our first full day all together today, so we're gonna make the most of it, hopefully. Got a mix of things that I want to do. Personally, I really want to go to Regent Street Anthropology because there is a novelty candle that I've been after. It's a pumpkin, but I saw it on their website and I fell in love. And then when I went to purchase it, it was gone. Like, it wasn't even sold out on their website. So I'm hoping if any store has it, the Regent Street one will. And then also, I keep being fed on Instagram this chocolate cake. I'm not a fan. I have no idea where it's really come from. Although from a quick read, I think it's like a bakery in Leeds. And they're doing this collaboration with Fortnum & Mason. He's there for a little while and the cake looks insane. I think it's like £17 a slice, so might pop over to Fortnum & Mason if we had the time. And potentially, I mean, I know it is only September, but may pop to Hamleys and have a little look, see if there are any Christmas presents. I'd love to start buying his presents in person. I don't think we're going to get him much for Christmas, but just a few fun pieces. But we'll see where the day takes us. First up, Fortnum. We're going to have to carry the cake around with us. Can get the whole cake for 160, or they've also got the Knickerbocker Glory Pie. Yum. Got the cake, potentially the heaviest slice of chocolate cake. It's really heavy. It's weighty. I mean, yeah. Going for a lot of autumnal stuff to try on. I loved these bows. Just that colour. This is actually a nightie top, but I'm going to try it as a top. Adored this colour. I have no idea on my sizes at the moment, and also thought this jumpsuit was really lovely. And a pile of trousers that no doubt won't fit. Not 100% convinced on this one. I think it could be just that little bit softer. Don't think there's something, I think, not overly flattering. Maybe it's the wide trousers. Kind of cute. The pyjama top is definitely one that I would wear as a normal top. There's something making me put off by it because it is a pyjama top. Maybe it's like the slightly lacy sleeves, but it's got the most gorgeous detail on the back too there. And the trousers, I'm not convinced either. I'm not sure, maybe a little bit too flared at the bottom. Colour is my favourite though, absolutely adore this colour. Again, I'm into the colour, but two things. Trousers are just so baggy now. I don't know whether this is flattering, this bit here. And it also doesn't have a pocket. No pocket. I mean, it has a back pocket, but no pocket here. I don't know. Top is so gorgeous, especially for like the autumn Christmas season. I love the bows. Annoyingly, I'm finding this a lot at the moment. A bit tight on me, but I don't know whether they're gonna go up or down or what's gonna happen with them soon. You can hear Teddy giggling out there. I might try this one in a bigger size and see, but then it's difficult because some of my clothes might end up being too big, so, but I want stuff that I can wear and enjoy. It's like the perfect little setup in here. These jeans are 100% coming back with me. They are so soft and stretchy and comfortable. I feel like I'm wearing like joggers. And then I really love the colour of this t-shirt too, which hilariously, this is all the same brand. I'm in Anthropology, but this is the brand, and yeah, loving their colour tones. I think I'd like to pick this one up in a bit of more of an oversized tee though, and they don't have it. Excuse me, this is my fitting room. I just can't decide on these cords. I really love the colour. They're like a chocolate brown. Unbelievably comfortable again. Soft, stretchy, comfy, nice and high-waisted. Why can't I decide? I think they look nice. And they'll be so cozy for autumn winter. We have stopped opposite Liberty and we've got this most insane tiramisu. Wow, I think I went over the top on the sugar. This hot chocolate looks like it might just be melted chocolate. Oh, that looks good. and a tiramisu. Over the sponge?
Yeah, I think so.
Ollie just said, isn't this a representation of our life right now? It really is. Toys everywhere. I'm talking quietly because we're on nap time. We've come back, had a little bit of a very, very, very late lunch. I don't think that we're going to make it to Frameless today because time just went. We picked up, what else did we pick up? My shoes, little something for Teddy. Let's get the cake out. Ollie thinks that we're going to eat it in one sitting, but I think it can be two.
Oh, that is a big bit. That's way bigger than I was expecting.
Huge. Absolutely 4 slices worth. So £17, like, I don't know, actually not that bad. It's not as sweet as I was expecting. Already feel like I'm in a chocolate coma. We're gonna head out now though. We put cozy clothes on. I put some elasticated trousers on. It's that time of the day. And I think we're gonna head to like Little Venice because we can just walk there without getting a bus. Hello, do you follow me everywhere? Weather's definitely looking like it's gonna rain though, Teddy. We're gonna just get caught in the rain. Oh, that'll be fun, will it? We decided to come to Little Venice. I've actually never been this far down towards Paddington Station, where a lot of like restaurants and stuff are. It's a nice walk. You know, Ollie and I are spying on all the canal boats as renovation projects. Actually, one that we're just about to pass. Looks like they've just done it up. I can't imagine living on one, some of them, but this one, they've like, I don't know, is it even a canal boat? It's like a base, and then they've made it quite square with, can I show you? Lots of windows. You see the blue one? It's currently working on the roof. I don't know. Yeah. It looks like more than livable. There's like a restaurant next to it. How do you go to the toilet on these things though?
Oh, I guess it's like a camper van type situation, isn't it? Like, do it and then empty it.
Well, yeah. Well, not with the baby, but I'm presuming as a project it's actually going to be a lot harder than a house because you've got a lot of welding to do.
Yeah, metal work, and also, how would you get a delivery here?
Yeah, some of them are over the other side. We're walking on this like little pathway, and they have little boats, and we're thinking, does that mean that they have to, every time that they want to get off of their boat, paddle their little boat across? like literally hand paddle and get to this side. That one, 2-story, nice shutters, and this one up here, this one is huge. Is it a house? That is a house. Oh, you can't see. There you go. It's got a full-on like balcony at the top.
I think they've used flooring planks as the cladding.
No, that's some really swish smart cladding made for that type of thing.
I don't know. That looks
Yeah.
like flooring planks to me.
I mean, that's a few bedrooms, isn't it?
Yeah.
I stay home with you in my head. We go undercover. I will be your lover. We're up through night and day. Come on, let me hear you say, let's go undercover. I wanna be your lover. I don't want the games they play. It's not us, so we better stay.
Checking in right at the end of today, feeling pretty frazzled. We always say that we're not going to do much when we come to London, but then I think we're like energized by things going on. Yeah, and it rained today, so and we weren't prepared, even with a pram cover or anything. But we started with a bit of work, and then we were in the South Bank area, so we thought, oh, we'll go to Tate Modern, which is always a place where you can just suck time. We had a little bit of lunch there, and then thought, well, why not do Frameless, because it's kind of on the way back. I was hesitant because it's £60 to get in, and with a baby.
Like, we didn't know whether we have to leave the buggy, like, outside or somewhere in, like, a storage room. But, like, we got there kind of late. It was really quiet. They just said, like, yeah, head on in.
Yeah.
You can take the buggy in. Yeah.
It was so chill and they were so nice. Absolutely, if you want to go, would recommend going last thing, because some of the rooms that we were going in the end, we were the only ones in there, which was actually really nice.
So it shuts at 6 and we were leaving about 5:30.
Yeah.
And it was basically empty.
Yeah. Now we're just gonna head back. But that was pretty much our last nice touristy day. Tomorrow, Ollie has his big day. I don't know whether I'm gonna check in for that because
Might be a bit stressful.
yeah, we're not quite sure how it's gonna go. Little one and I are gonna like go and pick him up, and
So I might have, it's like touch and go whether I get sedated. And if I get sedated, I can't leave on my own. I have to have parental supervision.
yes, go and get him. And Ollie, after it, has to come back and just sleep for 3 or 4 hours. So we'll see. I'm not sure if I'll get out and do a little something. I had originally thought, hilariously, that I would leave Teddy with Ollie and like go out for the day, enjoy London. And then when he started talking about it and they said, oh, he might be sedated and he'll need to shut his eyes for 3 to 4 hours, can't go near children for 72 hours. I was like, oh, okay, so yeah, basically just gonna be looking after them both, which is fine. But yeah, we're gonna get dinner, tucked down for another night, and maybe we'll definitely let you know how it goes, but this might be one of the last shots
With my glasses.
with the glasses on. Kind of crazy, isn't it?
I'm not sure I've ever been on a trip that's felt so frantic, looking after both the boys. Ollie has gone off today for his consultation. Yesterday, fingers crossed, went really well. He seemed okay, though he spent most of the day resting in the dark. So this morning, I think he'll get like some kind of idea of how it went. I have been packing up this morning. This isn't all of it, by the way, and getting ready because we are checking out already. That's literally all of our recycling. Can you believe it? My husband's 6 days. And depending on how this morning goes with Ollie, I think we're just gonna head back and I'll check in with you when we get home. But so far, pretty good. It's definitely been manic with this one too. You can hear he's undoing my Velcro trainers. Just absolutely into everything and the climbing like stage right now. And at home we have a few things, it sounds bad, but we do have a few things to kind of like trap him in, like his like little bouncer chair, which I put him in when I shower. Whereas like this morning was just mad because I was trying to shower without him contained, and he just wants to particularly climb the pram, climb the high chair, climb the chairs, climb in the dishwasher. Yeah. So I'm sorry if I've been a little bit sweaty in this video, but it's a true representation of how I felt. As you can see, we're home. We've picked up our other baby and he is so happy. He does stay with my parents. We are so glad to be home. We said initially when we started doing this house, or to be honest, even when we rented, we were really keen to get like the best mattress that we could and the best pillows that we could, because we wanted to make it feel better than a hotel, because you live in it, you're in it most of the time. The only trouble with that is that I think we've nailed it.
We've nailed it really well. Because every time we go away, we're like, oh, can't wait to get home.
We're like, should have bought our pillows and miss our mattress, and really missed this time our little area, like our ensuite, our dressing room, like having that space, so that was quite nice.
Also having like Teddy's little area like next to ours just makes life easy.
Yeah, so it's really nice to be actually home in our physical home, but I must say this is maybe the first time since we left living in London that I've pined after living in London.
Yeah.
And it's
the living in London or like the flat vibe?
Oh, a bit of both. So when we were in the flat, we did say how lovely it is to have Teddy. Maybe it's because Teddy is in a point where he's moving a lot at the moment and you've got to keep eyes on him all the time. But it's lovely as a family to be like, you're in the kitchen, but Ollie's in the bedroom and you're still like talking to each other.
Yeah.
And we lived in flats. We only lived in flats actually.
Yeah, until
before this house. And I miss like being able to just whiz the hoover around one floor. Whereas here, we've got a lot of stairs here. And I don't know if I've said this online before, maybe I definitely have, but I think our next move would be maybe to like just a 2-story house. We definitely wouldn't have a 3rd floor, but I also love the idea of a bungalow.
Yeah.
Type vibe, like a, I don't know.
Barn conversion
nice
bungalow thing. Yeah.
But I think like we're in the right house, right location for where we are right now.
Yeah,
but I did have like a bit of a wobble in London where I was like, maybe it would be nice to live back here. Anyway, Ollie has eyes. He can see. And that was my only fear, is that you would come out and it would have gone terribly wrong.
Yeah.
Because it's almost, to me, it's like it's just not worth risking your sight, which is just so important.
I said, didn't I, that like on my last consultation there was a horrible paragraph which they said was horrible, but like we got to read it to you, and literally it's like risk of loss of sight and death. It's like obviously like an indemnity clause. But there was they talked to me about percentage risks, and there was a risk of, I can't remember what they termed it, but basically like on the line chart when you have your eyes tested, there's a risk that even with glasses your vision will degrade by 2 lines, which would be like devastating. Like it was a significant loss. The risks were like minute though. It was like something under, I can't remember what it was now, but like it was really, really small, but they obviously do explain it to you.
Ollie was saying as well, which put it into perspective for me, is that wearing contact lenses is actually as dangerous or more dangerous?
It's the same. Yeah, you could lose the same amount of eyesight in percentage risk terms as wearing daily contact lenses for 1 year.
Yeah.
Because you get like risks of like infection and all sorts.
Yeah, so that does like...
It evens it out like a lot.
Make it seem not quite so bad, but generally I'd say the aftercare in some ways was quicker than we anticipated, but not so quick. The first day when we came back and you were in the room, you were a little bit worse than I anticipated, but that's only because the lady that Ollie saw was like, yeah, you'll have 3 hours of downtime in the dark, and then, yeah, you might be able to go for dinner type thing. But
those 3 hours were like, you were doing nothing but lying in bed with your eyes closed in a dark room, and you didn't really want to do anything else.
Yeah.
That was like harder than
Yeah, and I think you had longer than that anyway, and we just stayed in the flat. But then the next day, it was like back to normal, and Ollie had his consultation, and you were saying that you could literally you could go running, you could be in a dusty environment.
Yeah, because that was one of the concerns, like coming back here, like we've started a bit of work upstairs, there is dust around, but the surgeon said like, no, like the very top layer of the surface of the eye is completely healed. So like if there is dust in the air, like it's not great, try and avoid it, but it's not the end of the world either. So yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. And you haven't quite got your full vision yet. It's a month until he has another checkup, and then they check.
Yeah, they said there's like day-to-day changes and week-to-week, month-to-month. But already it's as good as with my glasses, if not a little bit better. But it will settle down over a month, and then I'll go back for another checkup, and they'll see where I am. And if I need a adjustment, then I can have an adjustment in 6 to 9 months. So yeah, all in all, very pleased.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Like you've already been saying, like I'm not wearing my glasses.
Yeah, like it's when I walk around, my vision's clear. I think I have my glasses on, then I'm like, oh no, I don't have my glasses on. But then especially towards the afternoon, when you wear your contacts, like your eyes get a bit gritty and a bit sore, and that's kind of the feeling that I have 24/7 now. So I'm kind of like, oh, I've got to remember to take my contact lenses. I'm like, no, that's just how my eyes are. Hopefully in like a week or so, like that grittiness will disappear.
Go slightly, yeah. And you're not having Teddy as well, which I think maybe was like the reason that Ollie was slightly pushed over the edge, is that Teddy's like grabbing.
Oh yeah, he always just wants to grab everything.
If Ollie held him, he'd just be like
Glasses
straight off the face. So that's been nice as well. But yeah, we're back, settling back in. It feels quite, like it's always a nice time, I feel like, to go to London, because it's the change of seasons, so you can see the stores changing over, like autumn is coming, cozy season is coming. So yeah, we'll see you next week. We also have to get on with our bathroom, because that skip needs to be filled.
Yeah. Back to work.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.